Today's Midday Kentucky cooking segment brought to you by Creative Kitchen and Bath, where you will always cook in style.
Welcome back to Midday Kentucky, everyone over here with Chef Allison Davis in the Wild Time Kitchen.
That's
How
right.
are you, doll?
I'm great.
Good.
Getting suited up here.
What?
Nothing?
I'm not saying you're wanting me to say something funny.
I figured you would.
I'm not a funny person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
what are you making?
We are making a comfort food, Mama's meatloaf. I don't know if this is an Australian thing. It's probably more of an American thing. But
Meatloaf?
I grew up with this. This is just kind of a combination
I've had meatloaf.
Peppers and onions, and I put a little mushroom in mine, and then it's ground beef, and I like to add a little bit of Italian sausage to mine.
Yep.
But it's just a great comfort food. You can use the leftover to even make a sandwich. My dad loves a meatloaf sandwich. And I'm sure there's plenty of people that are watching that know what I'm talking about. All right, so we're just going to saute up a few vegetables that's going to go in to kind of give it a little bit of flavor.
Yep. I love the smell of cooking onions.
I know. I always tell people if you want to pretend that you've been cooking, just saute some onions in your house and a little bit of garlic, and it just smells like heaven. All right, so a little bit of green peppers. Speaking of garlic, I love to add garlic in with the onions too for
this. Let me put that over there for you.
All right, so a little peppers, and then I'm going to chop a little bit of mushroom. You could really add whatever you want to this. These are just a few of my favorites.
You know what my favorite mix right now is? I buy it from over at that Kroger store.
What is it?
Is the onion, the peppers, red and green, and that jalapeno.
Okay, so...
Jalapeno.
Yeah, jalapeno.
Jalapeno. Red jalapeno.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what my favourite mix is, and I put it in, well, I only make one thing, so I put it in everything.
All right, so we've got some ground beef, and we have a new meat specialist coming on board. That we're gonna be a meat expert that we're going to be cooking with,
nice.
and that is with Critchfield Meats.
Yes.
And so they're a perfect place to go out, and you can actually get local grass-fed Kentucky beef there.
So they know how to make good meat in the
Oh,
kitchen.
yes. I can't wait to show some of the recipes that we're going to be doing with them. But it's just nice because they have a variety of things that you can't find anywhere else in Lexington.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, like elk. Like
elk? Are we going to make that?
There's so many things like quail, that you can't find in any other store. So,
I like quail. Do they
we're
already
excited to have them on board.
And did they already stuff the quail?
No, I think it's for you to do. But all right, so I mixed our ground beef and our Italian sausage. We're going to go in with some Italian seasoning. Just you got to season it up, right? So Italian seasoning, some salt and pepper. I like to put a little Worcestershire sauce in mine, and even a little bit of ground mustard.
I'll crack the eggs. Let me crack the eggs.
I won't deprive you of cracking the eggs.
Yeah.
All right, so again, a little Worcestershire sauce. I just think that goes perfect with everything beef.
One or two.
And then a lot of people may use breadcrumbs, but I don't. And this is just, again, my mom's way, and she would always use oats. So I like to put some just fresh oats in.
Oats in the oatmeal?
Yeah, I put fresh oats. So I do that. Yeah, turn it the other way. So I do that instead. It's just an old family thing instead of doing the breadcrumbs. And then we're just going to mix all this together, and then you just keep adding the oats till you get kind of that consistency where it's moldable.
What am I burning?
And then I like nothing. I like putting it on a wire sheet, wire rack, so that the grease or anything can kind of drip off, as it cooks.
Okay. I'm completely confused now.
So meatloaf must not be an Australian thing.
I'm like...
No, so it's kind of like a big giant meatball, but you make it like a loaf. And then we're going to top it with some ketchup. Now I really have him. But I'm telling you, the audience at home knows exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I'm looking forward to having a taste of it. But I have a feeling you're going to make me eat it when it's half cooked.
No, not at all.
So you're using that to dry it out?
Yeah, it just helps it to kind of come together and mold. And this is just what my mom always used, so I just love it. All right, and it just tastes like home.
Hold on, get some of that in there.
All right, so now that we have that, we can kind of form that together, right?
Don't you have a meatloaf tin?
I guess you could bake it in like
bread tin?
You could make it in a loaf pan if you wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I typically just mold it like that.
I think I have had meatloaf and they cut it. I think it's in a bread tin.
So I top this with a little bit of the sriracha barbecue and a little bit of ketchup, and then this is going to go in the oven and bake until your beef is right around like 150. So you want to cook it all the way through, that way you can slice it really well. All right.
Don't put anything else on it.
You can find
Enough.
this recipe at middaykentucky at wtbq.com/recipes. Troy Thompson, I'm Allison Davis.
And of course you can add ketchup if you want it.
We
Back
will.
after this short break, don't you put it on.